Basically, the study was very clever because what they did is they introduced these DEI themes from, the usual kooks. There's Ibram Kendi. This is the how to be an anti-racist guy, basically an intellectual fraud. And another equal fraud, Robin DiAngelo, the author of White Fragility, the idea that somehow whites are so fragile that they can't deal with issues of race. So these are the Duke and the Dauphin, the kind of posturing frauds of the DEI movement. But nevertheless, they have people in a study group become familiar with the general themes of these two characters, and then they present them with a series of statements and have them react to it. Now, what's interesting about these statements that they present in the study is the statements are very innocuous. And as you can see, I'm going to give you a couple of examples. There's nothing about the statement that is in any way racist. And yet, amazingly, the people in the study pounce on the statement. They see racism or bigotry in it, even though there's no bigotry in the statement. And not only that, they want to punish the people who make the statement for being racists. So let's look at a couple of these examples, which kind of show you how DEI creates a heightened sensibility that leads you in a really very unfair direction, leads you to make unfair conclusions about other people, and even worse, want to then punish them, showing you the authoritarian edge to these DEI people, or the authoritarian sensibility that DEI cultivates in people who are subject to its propaganda. Here's a statement in the study. A student applies to an elite East Coast university in the fall of 2024. During the application process, he was interviewed by an admissions officer. Ultimately, the student's application was rejected. Okay, so there's nothing here that implies it. There's no discussion of affirmative action. You don't know if the student is black or white. There's no implication here that there's any racism going on. And yet, the people subjected to DEI go, yes, this is deeply racist. The admissions officer is racist. There's institutional racism. So they're finding bigotry and microaggressions where there are none. And then, as I say, so what they're doing is the racism is in their own imagination. They're projecting it onto the incident, and then they want to punish the people involved. And so this is what DEI is leading to.